The week before Ben turned 39, he ended up here, in a little tattoo shop tucked away in an old plaza in the middle of Kuala Lumpur, Malaysia, our hometown for now. His tattooist June was pretty amazing, but without a single spoken language in common, it turned out to be a long couple of days for Ben.
Explain why you chose her.
Oh, I just researched some of them on the internet and their artwork, and then some of them are really rubbish. But a lot of the artwork, yeah, it was really good.
I remember thinking, if this is as bad as his midlife crisis gets, I think we'll be okay. This was his second tattoo. He got the first one, a little tribal number, when he was a skinny 16-year-old, and it was for free, in exchange for wiring up a tattoo shop back in Auckland, New Zealand, where he grew up. The new one carries a bit more meaning. It's a statement about looking into the future and living life to the full. The theme is old school expeditions, Indiana Jones style. Maps, compasses, and world adventure in general. And of course, one of his oldest and greatest passions, rum. Dark rum, to be more precise. And for his birthday later that week, which was held at the home of our good friends Greg and Army, who lived just up the road, it was decided an intimate gathering for a bit of rum tasting was in order. Army is Ben's dream drinking buddy.
I'm gonna throw this up to the front.
Go.
What is this?
Do you want to try
activity.
Black barrel? Just like
Yeah, on straight.
on the rocks, yeah.
Are we doing
It's like you got your cocktail, you got your coconut one as a chaser.
Dude, are we having it straight on the glass or what?
Well,
Look.
I'm not a shot, but yeah, we can drink.
Dude, look. It's a skull.
Oh yeah, little scalps.
Hello, it's a skull. Which one are we having it?
Where's your little shot? No, it's the bottom. You keep sucking to the bottom.
Okay, I'm good.
This is Mount Gay Black Barrel.
Yeah,
no, we've got a sipping shot glass.
Okay, can we have a little stone, a rope to keep it cool? Is it?
Wait,
It
we
doesn't
can't.
dilute.
That one, you gotta take a sip out of that one first.
That's just
So you get to taste the real flavor.
okay. Yeah, it doesn't dilute also. That's what you need to do.
What?
Have the stone so you don't dilute or.
Have you seen the ball?
Yes.
We're not shooting it, we're tasting it.
We're not. We're having a taste.
It's definitely got a whiskey barrel or something going on. Not your caramelly rum, but I like it. I like this. This is what the XO is like. Two more shot glasses. These guys want to taste it.
Okay,
man.
it sounds stupid when you say
Nice.
Ben's interest in adventure and the water is not so new. In the 10 years we were in London, he had been quietly putting money aside into a pot for a boat fund. At the time I didn't think much of it. But the moment we moved to Qatar, sure enough, he pulled out the pot and bought a boat. This one was a mastercraft, and it's designed for two things: wakeboarding and parties. Obviously ideal for family weekends in the Middle East. The last owner was a pro footballer who had to leave the country in a real rush. It had been left uncovered and baking in the desert sun, filling with dust for a whole summer. Ben was pretty sure he'd found a bargain. It was only 3 years old, had a new engine and a good hull. All it needed was a clean-up and new leather. A good theory, until the engine blew up after only about 30 hours in the water. But to his credit, after months of sheer determination, he eventually got it going again. At that point, I was a real city girl, buried in corporate work life, mum to our little Helena, who was 3 years old. I was not into beaches or water. I had never spent any time on boats. So at first I felt pretty out of place in that scene, but after a while it really started to grow on me. I began to crave the freedom that you feel out on the water. Qatar is a tiny country, landlocked by Saudi Arabia with a little stretch of coast on the very shallow and salty Persian Gulf. You can drive across it in about 2 hours, and all you find is white sand. So our time out on the boat became pretty important for our sanity. After a year, however, we moved to Dubai, which was a bit more happening, and the boat came too, although not without a lot of hassle. A few months ago, during a stopover in Dubai on the way back to Malaysia from London, Ben decided to drop in on the boat for a super early morning session with the old crew, while Helena and I stayed in bed snoozing. The Mastercraft lives at a marina outside of Dubai called Jebel Ali, which is about 20 minutes down a huge motorway towards Abu Dhabi. What makes this spot so good is that it's quiet and the water is flat, perfect for uninterrupted wakeboarding and wake surfing.
I would put a scratch on this thing.
Absolutely wrecked Jero.
One screw.
How much is gas now? 188 dirham.
Really need to take what the world hands me in a plate. Feel me? I grind for mine. When it's time to
Cheaper when I
shine,
was
I'm
in Qatar, it was
Mr. Solar Eclipse. Whoa, go on your boat, eyes closed, don't wait. Let it take you away. Today is the day, don't hesitate. Just gotta make that move. Move to wherever you gotta go to gain that strength. At length, I give that to you and whoever gon' need it. Just believe it and you shall receive it. You heard? You gotta take it out there.
So for Ben, it was back to the old crew and the old tricks.
Take you away. Gotta take it out that moment. Let it take you away. You gotta make it last that moment. Let it take you away.
The moment is yours, go ahead and open the door. The time is now. We gon' paint the town red and gold. Feels so incredible, head to toe. Thought that I should let you know, yeah. I'm screaming from the rooftops. Old shoes, but I got a pair of new socks. Moonwalk across, yeah, I'm too hot. Made it all the way to the top from out of the boondocks. Yeah, and I'm flying up and away now. I'm rising, let it take me away. Feel like shouting. Made it to the top of the mountain we've been climbing.
And it was all good times until,
Gus is good.
surprise,
Was good, but his whip
surprise,
is burned.
the engine suddenly stopped.
So welcome to my old boat.
Are we sending out an SOS?
No, no.
Should we wave at the planes?
It's boat life at its best. You have 10 minutes of play and then the boat breaks down.
If you're watching this message,
But,
I love you, honey.
but what I have to say, if you're ever going to buy a boat, the best thing for maintenance and cost is get your mate to buy it.
Or a rowboat.
Ben sold it right on the cusp. I think everything went wrong after.
Yeah.
Just
So
got the right
now
name.
I get to use
I
the
don't
boat.
remember it going all that well when it was
Yeah.
designed.
Yeah, nah, it's all good.
Here's a lesson I've had to learn and accept. Boat engines always stop, but they can almost always be fixed, or you can be towed back to shore. So it's not worth having a breakdown over, like I always used to.
I don't believe in failure. Just boats breaking down.
No, it sounded like it was starved for fuel. Like twice it conked out, and it sounded like the fuel was.
We're not starved for beer.
If the engine runned on
This is the difference between boat friend and boat owner.
Do you know much? We've had the engine out, new gearbox, new rudder seal.
Okay, well I can. Probably fine. Beating me up. Cheers.
About 180.
That sounds like that. What? Good to see you again. See these two boats. You've got the tender, which is the smaller boat. The cruise missile, this one here, which is the big boat. The tender is the boat that you go from the boat to the shore. It's got 4 350s. There's a boat over there with a blue cover on it that's got 5 350s. Here's another one that's about 80 foot, but it's out there somewhere.
There are loads of cool and crazy toys of all sorts in the Gulf. But ever since we'd started spending more time around boats, it was the big cats that always caught Ben's attention the most. Back home in KL, life was good, but we couldn't shake the nagging feeling that something pretty major was missing. And we couldn't quite put our finger on it until the very first time we watched a video from the awesome sailing blog, SV Delos. We were hooked, and with that bit of inspiration, we began to form new ideas on what we wanted and what was possible.